Because the policy says so. That's why. Well, you know where you can put your policy? I'll tell you where you can put your policy. You ever had a conversation like that? You ever seen a conversation like that? The policy says is one of the things we don't want to say when we're trying to get voluntary compliance from somebody that's causing a problem. Welcome to Coffee with Alain on this tremendous Thursday. Appreciate everybody that joins. Appreciate those that watch the replays, listen to the podcast. I appreciate all of you. And I really appreciate it if you share and let others know about it too. Spread the message out to more and more people. Thank you. I'm here with a Mickey's coffee cup this morning. Saw that at Disneyland, I believe, when we were there the one time, and I sort of liked it. Wife and daughter bought it when I wasn't looking and gave it to me later as a gift. Yesterday, I spent 4 hours teaching a communication class in the morning. And then after lunch, I spent 4 hours teaching an active shooter response class. Great classes, great participants, had a lot of fun and a lot of great feedback. I enjoy teaching people. And in that communication class, towards the end, we talk about some things you should not say when you are trying to get voluntary compliance from a person that you're having difficulties with. Obviously, we always want to communicate to a degree where we can get voluntary compliance, have the person do what we need them to do, whether that's leave or whatever, and not resort to having to go hands-on, call the police, have them go hands-on, and so forth. So our goal when we're dealing with somebody like that is to get the voluntary compliance and resolve the situation. One of those things that we don't say when they're like, why do I got to do this? Because the policy says so. And leave it at that. They're going to tell you what you can do with the policy, and it's not going to be very nice. If we're going to say, because the policy says, we need to immediately follow with the reasoning behind the policy, whether it's for safety or whatever, but we need to give an explanation. That's the only way we're going to get through to a person to maybe see why we need this to be done. There has to be an explanation. Saying, because I said so, the policy says so, those are the rules, and just leaving it that just elevates the situation, going to make the person more upset. They're going to tell you what you can do with your policy, they're going to tell you what you can do with your rules, and who are you to say so? I mean, it might work with your little kids, but it's not going to work anywhere else. Not if you want to effectively resolve the situation and get things controlled where we're going to have what we need to get done. I want to say good morning to Eric. Appreciate Eric showing up. Hope you're having a good morning, Eric. Good morning, Dixon. Appreciate you being here. Dixon says, surprises can sometimes be nice, like your coffee cup gift. Sometimes not. No, that's true. And this was a nice gift because I saw it in the shop and I sort of liked it. And then, lo and behold, they snuck in and got it when I wasn't looking later. And, had it, I forget just when they gave it to me, but it was at the Disneyland trip. They might have waited and given it to me at Christmas or something. I'm not sure, but it was a surprise, and it's a nice little cup for the collection. There are so many things when we're communicating that can be effective and help the situation. And there are so many more things that will make the communication process degrade and go places we don't want it to go, not be effective, not accomplish our goals, and potentially resulting in having to go hands-on physically with a person, potentially escalating to a violent situation where individuals get hurt. We can do an awful lot with the way we communicate, with the words we choose, with the way we listen, with the tones we use, with the body language that accompanies those. In fact, part of the class talks about how more of the message is in the tone and the way you say it and your body language than the actual words you say. We want all of those to be congruent to be the best and most effective communicators we can be, which will help resolve conflict, get more done, be more persuasive. If you're persuading someone, be a better negotiator, be a better friend, be a better spouse, be a better anything when we can communicate better. That's why it's so important. And that's why I like to teach it. That's why I like to study it. Why I like to share things to help you. So the little tip today is, if you're ever in a position where you're telling somebody they need to do something, and it's in the policy, you want to explain what's behind the policy, not just say, because the policy says so, because those are the rules. That's not going to effectively help that person come to thinking on what you need them to think like, right? You want them on your side. You want to get this thing accomplished, whatever that goal might be. Often it might be to get them to leave or get them to put something on or do something for a safety reason or whatever. You have to explain that and not just say the policy says so. That's your little tip today. I'm going to sign off here. Got some meetings. Tomorrow's Coffee with Alain, I hope to be at the regular time, but it won't be at the regular place. It'll be a surprise there. Go out, make it a tremendous Thursday. Sign up for that newsletter at enjoylifesafely.com if you haven't yet, and I will see you tomorrow.